We are the heartbeat of Seattle.
Hello, and thank you for stopping by. This afternoon, I want to talk to you about something that I came across today on a video. It was dealing with Capitol Hill and the situation that just happened there a few days ago with the police, the rioting. Well, I'm not going to say rioting, I'm going to say protesting. And when I say protesting, I don't mean peaceful, like you sit there, you got signs, you don't say nothing. Actively protesting is what I would use. I'm not going to say that they were creating trouble, but I'm going to say they were very passionate protest. They were protesting passionately. That's the way I would put it. Yes, that's the phrase I was looking for. Protesting passionately. They were not protesting in a way that would create any trouble. Now, I wrote a comment on the YouTube channel that it was a Seattle channel, and it was discussing the mayor and the chief of police. They were both discussing what they saw happen with the flashbangs, the tear gas, and things of that nature. Citizens are upset about that, and they are justifiably upset. Now, some people are not happy unless they're in the middle of drama. The police, I'm not going to say they're bad. I'm not going to say they're good. But within the police department, there are those people that will not be able to handle peaceful times. They want action. They want John Wayne and Clint Eastwood all rolled up into one. And I get it, and I understand. I do. You like things to be going. You don't like things to be nice and calm and cool. You like to be in the thick of things. Like this movie that I saw just the other day, watched it a few times. It's called In Harm's Way with John Wayne and Kirk Douglas. And Kirk Douglas said to John Wayne, he said, "It looks like we got ourselves a gut-slinging, gut-busting, mud-slinging Navy war." And John Wayne said, "Yep, it looks like it is." So basically what they were saying was that they were very happy that they were in the thick of things. They liked being in battle. And there's a lot of people like that. They can't handle peaceful times. Me personally, if I was the police department, I'd be happy walking down the street, getting a cat out of a tree, helping an old lady take her groceries up to her doorstep. You know, I'd be happy patrolling an area where everything was good, knowing that I was helping it be that way. But there's some police that are not happy with that. They want action. Now, I'm not saying it's just the police. I'm saying it's just people in general. There's some people, police or citizens, that just like action. They can't handle anything but action. My sister tells me I watch too many movies and that I use too many movies as an analogy, but I find a lot of very good everyday analogies in TV shows, and movies that can be applied to everyday life. 2000, David Allen Greer was in a movie called Three Strikes. And he was a detective, a police detective or sergeant. But anyway, he was a police officer. And there was a guy that had been accused of a crime that he did not do. He was being chased all over the city by the police through the alleys and back ways. And finally, they cornered him behind this vehicle. All the police are here, and he is way up front. And David Allen Greer had told the police, "Don't shoot unless you see a gun." A half hour went by, and there was no gun. David Allen Greer, poked his head up. He looked, and then he looked, and then he looked dead at the camera, and then he hollered, "He's got a gun! He's got a gun!" knowing that there wasn't a gun. But he just had to be in the thick of things. He had to get shit started. I'm wondering if the police in Capitol Hill didn't do that to try to get protesters riled up so they would have an excuse to take them into jail. I'm not saying the whole police department was like that, but I'm saying that there's some within the police department that were like that. Now, Thomas Jefferson had said this once, and I'm going to look it up real quick on my Facebook page. This is something that he had wrote, and I personally would like to read it to you because I think it's very, very important. Well, hold on. Let me go back to here. Go back to here. Here we go. I will find it.
Do you think?
Okay, let me get past all that noise. Okay. You never can find anything when you need it, so just bear with me a second. Thomas Jefferson had wrote this, and I put it on my Facebook page. And you know, it is going to be very difficult to find it now. I know it's on here because I just mentioned it. Here we go. Thomas Jefferson said this: "What country can preserve its liberties if their rulers are not warned from time to time that their people preserve the spirit of resistance? Sometimes you have to break some eggs to bake a cake." Thomas Jefferson knew this. Sometimes you have to create all kinds of havoc. See, when they say peaceably protest, they think sitting around, holding hands, singing Kumbaya in front of a campfire. Thomas Jefferson didn't believe that, because if that's all you're going to do when you protest, and they know that's all you're going to do when you protest, the people that run America will never, ever, ever take you seriously. They'll think, oh, that's all they're going to do. No big deal. But if from time to time you show them who's in charge, they'll listen. You got to be E.F. Hutton once in a while. And for those that are older, you know who E.F. Hutton is. When he says something, everybody listens. America, we have to be E.F. Hutton from time to time. We have to show the government that we're not going to take it. Now, that's all good in theory, and that's all good when we want it to sound good, but to get the public behind it is another story. We have to be able to get the public behind it in a way that every American believes in the right way, not the only way, but moving forward the right way. We know what's right and wrong. George Floyd getting murdered by that cop was just wrong. That's happened a lot. Why is it taking till now for most of America to hop on board and realize that all of this is wrong? After this blows over, will everything go back to same old, same old? I hope not. I really don't. I hope things are changed for the better, but I got a sneaking feeling that it could be another 100 years before we become equal. If you have an idea for a video that you would like to add to this video, please do so. If you want to put a comment below and give your 2 cents worth, I'm sure it'll gain a lot more than 2 cents. If you like my videos and you want to give me a thumbs up, please do. Also, if you want to hit that subscribe button, do so down there. I'm going to leave you with this note. Let us make America better tomorrow than it was yesterday by doing the very best we can today. If we can say hello to somebody, do so. If we can do something kind for somebody, please do that as well. Have a good afternoon, Seattle, and all points beyond.